We're caught out here with no microphone again, so forgive me for sound quality, but we are still in, I think we're at Kalamazoo now. We're gonna eat some Condado Tacos. Condado, C-O-N-D-A-D-O. That's it. They got a nice outdoor patio to go. So we're not gonna eat in the restaurant. They're tacos. I'm literally 6 minutes from the hotel. Should not make a difference. It looks like a fancy, really fancy taco place. There's a lot of people sitting outside. It is beautiful weather out here. It's like probably mid to upper 70s. Not a lot of sunlight. Perfect weather for eating outside. So again, Kritical Kocsis coming to you for one of the few last times before we hang up the Kritical Kocsis part and turn it over to Cooking Kocsis with my wife Melanie, because I'll be on the road no more after this trip. So we're going to dive into some Condado's tacos. I'll try as many as I can, depending on their size. We'll bring it back to the hotel. We'll let you look at the food. We'll taste it, and then we'll dive in. And like normal, give you our honest, brutal feedback. You know, I have been with tacos, so we'll see how it goes. Quick to mention, at lunchtime, I wish I had thought about this, but my battery was dying on my phone. I ate a place called Dak Good, D-A-K Good. It's Korean food. It's in Portage, Michigan. 9 out of 10. I even have some leftovers at home. I might be able to show you when I bring this food back, but it's not fair to them to show you like the leftovers of what I ate. The bulgogi beef was outstanding. It was served in like a really hot Korean bowl where it kept the food hot. It kind of fried the rice a little bit with it. Came with bean sprouts, mushrooms, carrots, zucchini, obviously the rice, the bulgogi beef, and a nice spicy sauce to put on top. Service was outstanding, clean restaurant, very inviting. Manager came by, made sure everything was okay, quick service, and the food's outstanding. So Dak Good Korean Food, Portage, Michigan, 9 out of 10. Had to throw that in there. Now I'm hungry, so let's get into Condado Tacos and get some food.
Kritical Kocsis taking a bite, serving up truth day or night, crunching the flavors, breaking it down, the realest reviews in foodie town. Kritical Kocsis Food Reviews.
All right, this is the inside. It looks pretty colorful, very colorful. There's an upstairs dining area. We saw the patio out earlier. A lot of seating, pretty empty right now, although it's only 4:30 in the afternoon here. The only problem I've seen so far is it says seating to the left, but there is no one to seat you, so I'm not sure where to go, but we'll find out. We'll get some food. I want to say maybe there's a bartender. Yeah. All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, so we're still inside. We got two tacos, a brisket taco and a steak taco, and a burrito, a brisket burrito. I wanted to get a fish taco, but the only fish they have is shrimp. Hopefully by now, you know I don't eat shrimp. So 2 tacos, a burrito. I think we'll get a good sense of how their food is. Very nice gentleman. Not sure that's how they're going to identify, but it was a male for sure. Behind the bar, helped me as soon as they saw I hadn't been helped yet, so cool. Makes me feel better than the fact that they point you in the direction of where there's no one to seat you, but it's not very busy, so I can see them limited staff. It looks like they have one server for both inside and outside, and the bartender. Nice inviting environment. I hope the food's good. I'll explain to you everything I have on the tacos and in the burrito when we get to look at it, when we get it back to the hotel room. And so again, Kritical Kocsis, eating some Mexican taco burrito at Condado's Tacos, Tequila, and Margaritas. Technical name, I'm reading it right now. And don't forget that I mentioned Dak Good Korean Food, Portage, Michigan, 9 out of 10, because they deserve that shout out. All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, so we're back in the hotel room, literally 8 minutes, and it stayed intact. Comes in this pretty fancy box with exactly how I ordered it. So I got their heater, which is a steak taco with no Monterey Jack or queso because I don't mix the meat and the dairy. I got their braised and confused with no queso fresco, and build your own burrito with rice and beans, the braised beef brisket, red cabbage, and their medium salsa, which they call their garden salsa. So All right, somehow the video got stopped, so I have to re-show you. The brisket taco, that's the inside. The brisket I've already tried on its own. It's a little dry, even though they say braised brisket, but the flavor is outstanding. I'm not a big fan of flour tortilla, especially when they're not heated that well. That's the one problem with this one. Filling inside great. And then the heater, the steak one, the flour tortilla on the outside is not heated at all. It's actually cold to the touch. Like I thought the whole thing was cold. The hard shell and the steak and the flavor inside, spice-wise, is actually pretty good. I'm going to leave the flour shell on, even though it's cold. That's how they served it to me. That's how I'm going to eat the whole thing before I give final verdict. Burrito is warm. I'm not going to open that one up. I don't want to lose temperature until I eat it and eat the tacos first. Regular burrito. I told you what I got in it. Come wrapped pretty nice. I thought it'd be a little bigger. It does look pretty hefty, but compared to a Chipotle burrito, maybe not so much, but hopefully it's better. Chipotle, I would hope so. So we're going to dig in. We'll give you our final verdict. Again, Kritical Kocsis in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Eat a Condado Tacos and burrito. And we'll give you our final verdict in a bit. See ya. All right, Kritical Kocsis back for Condado's Tacos and burrito. Even though it's not in the title, that's what I had. And it started off, oh, so promising. And then there were some issues. The brisket, remember I told you I tried it first, just a piece of it, before biting into the whole thing. The brisket itself is dry, like dry. I don't know how they call it braised brisket, because they must suck out all the juice of it before they put it in the taco. So once you get a bite of just brisket, way too over-seasoned, like salty, and dry. So that kind of ruined what should have been a good combination of ingredients, because I thought it out well. The ingredients are well, and I imagine if there was cheese in there, that would help. But you should not need a cheese to moisten your brisket. The steak taco, I almost forgot it was a steak taco because I think there was like 2 pieces or 3 small pieces of steak somewhere near the bottom. Everything else was just the toppings, which were good, but you're paying for a steak taco and there was almost no steak in it. So those first bites kind of led me astray. Now we're looking, like I was hoping for like 7, 8 out of 10, you know, maybe if the burrito worked out, maybe a 9. Now we're looking at 5 or 6. Get into the burrito, and it's the brisket burrito, so I doubled down on the brisket, hoping it was good. It was not. It was dry. However, there was a bunch of it in there. I chose the interior, right? Like I created my own, so I can't blame anyone for the mixture of interior. So I'm getting a call in. It's more important than anything else. It's my wife. I will finish the video in a bit. All right, so I'm going to finish the video. I apologize for how that worked out, but I've said in prior videos, when my wife calls, it's a priority. Anyways, started off really promising, especially with the great lunch I had at Dak Good Korean Food. Another plug, Portage, Michigan, 9 out of 10. The food's a 6. Dry brisket, cold flour tortilla, almost no steak in the taco. Burrito's all right with the stuffing and the filling. The flavors I put together, because I chose it, were pretty good. But when it's full of dry brisket, like dry, wrapped in a flour tortilla that's, again, not warm, like warmed up very much, 6. But I will give the overall restaurant a 6.5. Super friendly staff. They were quick, polite, walked me through the menu, did the modifications for me. It was an inviting environment. I didn't eat there, but you can tell. Condado Tacos, something in Margaritas, even though I had tacos and burritos there, in Kalamazoo, Michigan, 6.5 out of 10. If you like the video, hit like. If you want to subscribe and see more of these, like I said, There might be a couple more coming out, but the cooking coaches, me and my wife in our home kitchen doing recipes together. We have fun. It's enjoyable. Hopefully it's enjoyable to watch. Subscribe to this and you'll see those as well. If you have comments, if you've eaten at Condado's and you have a different experience, let me know. But from the 2 tacos and burrito I got, 6 on the food, 6.5 overall for the restaurant. Critical Coaches, once again, stay hungry. If you choose to go to Condado's, cool. Let me know how it went. But for me, for Critical Coaches, 6.5 out of 10. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.